Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new episode of Superbook Sunday School at Home. You know, the weather is nice and cold outside and we like being cozy in our blankets indoor. And you know, this weather sometimes makes us a bit lazy. But I hope in all that laziness you haven't forgotten what we learned last week. What did we learn last week? We learned that we will obey God no matter what.
I say, just don't go to the ceremony.
As the king's officials, we must attend.
But if we bow down to this idol, we are being disobedient to our God. Obedience to God is always the right thing to do, no matter the consequences.
They have a tough decision to make, Giz, but they're doing the right thing, even though they could be thrown into a fiery furnace for not bowing to the king's statue.
Before we begin our lesson today, why don't we learn an action song? You guys can do the actions while sitting at home. Let's listen to this song, We Won't Ever Stop. As our song says, God teaches us how to live by faith, and that is very true. Our courage comes from God. Kids, have you ever faced a tough situation? What do you do in that situation? Do you face it or do you run away and try to avoid it? In our Superbook video today, we are going to see Joy, how she faces a tough situation. And we are also going to see from the life of Queen Esther, when a difficult situation comes her way, what does she do? Let's watch the Superbook video.
Since the king's friend Mordecai refuses to bow to me, cast lots, and they will determine when his fate shall be sealed. So be it. On the 12th month, Mordecai and all his people, all the Jews throughout the kingdom of Xerxes, will be destroyed.
Ah, Haman! Good to see you, my friend.
If it please the king, I have disturbing news. There is a certain people scattered amongst all the provinces of your kingdom. Their laws are different from all other people's, and they do not keep the king's laws. So it is not in the king's interest to let them live.
What would you have me do, Haman?
Let a decree be written that they be destroyed.
I trust you, Haman. If these people are a threat, let the decree be written and sealed.
As president of the Girls Leadership Club, I want to thank you for bringing Gizmo in to help us decorate for the dance, Joy.
You're welcome.
Too bad you can't nominate him for club membership.
What do you mean?
Well, you've been a member for 6 months now, so you get to recommend another student for membership. You can make your recommendation at the meeting after school today.
Need some help?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have the school's layout in my GPS yet, so I'm hopelessly lost. I'm looking for room 12.
Oh, just up the hall. I'll show you.
I'm Bonnie Scott.
Joy Pepper. You're new, huh?
Well, I've been here a week, but you're the first person who's actually taught to me.
Wow, algebra. I'm still struggling with math.
I'd be happy to help you with your homework anytime. See you soon, Joy.
Janice, I found the girl I'm going to submit for club membership today.
You mean that girl in the wheelchair?
Huh? Well, yes.
She's not right for our club, Joy. She can't do service projects or cheer at games or anything.
Sure she can.
Well, I think submitting her name would be a bad idea for you, Joy.
So what are you gonna do, Joy? Your club's meeting's about to start.
I don't know. Janice really doesn't want me to submit Bonnie, and she is the president.
That's not right, Joy. You should tell her.
No way! Janice could have me kicked out of the club. I can't stand up to her. I'm not that brave.
Superbook!
I am taking you to meet someone who found the courage to speak up for what was right, no matter what the cost.
It appears we are now in ancient Persia, 5th century BC.
Silence! You will follow my command and do as you are told. Atak, take the female to the women's quarters. You will scrub these chariots until they shine.
Yes, sir. We shall do our best.
Come on, Gizmo. Let's go find Joy.
Wow. Amazing.
What is your name, young lady?
Oh, hello. I'm Joy.
Bow when the queen addresses you.
The queen? Oh, I didn't know.
Of course you didn't. I'm not wearing my crown. There. Now do I look like a queen?
Oh, yes! You look beautiful.
Your Majesty, I think I see your cousin down by the palace gate.
You have a cousin?
Yes, Mordecai. He raised me as a child. In fact, he's the one who brought me here to be made a queen.
That man raised you? He looks kind of dirty.
Yes. He wears sackcloth and ashes. That is the clothing of one who grieves. Hatak, you are my most trusted servant. Please go speak to Mordecai on my behalf. Something is not right.
Bow to the most favored minister of the king! Bow!
Why isn't Mordecai bowing? Why wouldn't Mordecai bow? He could have been hurt.
One day I fear he will be hurt. Haman is a very powerful man.
But the king is more powerful, right? So talk to him. Tell him you'd like him to keep Mordecai safe.
I cannot tell King Xerxes what I would like him to do, Joy.
Why not? He's your husband.
He is also the king. I cannot even go to visit him unless I am called. That is the law.
Oh. It can be really hard to speak up to the people who are in charge.
Yes. It takes courage. And I am not that brave.
Still, Mordecai will not bow to you, Haman. The insolence!
Do not worry about Mordecai. Soon enough he will be dead. Him and all those like him. I will construct gallows at my own home to enjoy the sight of his demise.
Who's Mordecai? He's a good man. He saved the king's life once. Mordecai overheard 2 guards who were plotting to kill the king, and he turned them in.
So this decree is why my cousin grieves. Haman must have lied to have it written. Someone must tell the king!
Mordecai believes it is time for you to speak up for your people.
Your people?
Yes. I am a Jew, just as my cousin is. But King Xerxes does not know this. Remind my cousin that anyone who goes into the inner court to the king who has not been called will be put to death. Except the one to whom the king holds out the golden scepter.
Yet the queen herself has not been called to go into the king these past 30 days.
Tell the queen this. Do not think that you will escape in the king's palace any more than all the other Jews.
And Mordecai said, if you remain silent, deliverance will arise for the Jews from another place. But you and your father's house will perish. Mordecai also said, who knows whether you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this?
What Haman has done is wrong. I must talk to the king. Tell Mordecai to gather together all the Jews of Susa and fast for me. Do not eat or drink for 3 days, night or day. My maids and I will do the same. And then, though it is against the law, I will go in to see the king. If the king holds out his golden scepter to me, I live. If not, I die. Either way, I have done what is right. If I must die, I must die.
It pleases me greatly to see you, Queen Esther. What do you wish? It shall be given to you, up to half the kingdom.
Let you and your favored minister Haman come to a banquet I will prepare for you tonight.
Wonderful idea. It shall be done.
What's going on?
Last night, Queen Esther held a banquet for the king and Haman, his favorite minister. She's holding a second banquet for them tonight so she can...
Servants, some wine. We have joined you at this second banquet, my queen. What else do you request from me? It shall be granted, up to half the kingdom.
Your Majesty, if you really care for me and are willing to help, you can save me and my people. We have been sold, my people and I, to be destroyed, to be killed, and to be annihilated. Had we been sold as male and female slaves, I would have held my tongue. Although the enemy could never compensate for the king's loss.
Who is he? And where is he who would dare presume in his heart to do such a thing?
That adversary and enemy is this wicked Haman.
You!
My queen, you must speak on my behalf. If you do not, the king will surely kill me. I beg you, help me! Do not let me die!
What is this? Will he even assault the queen right here in the palace? Before my very eyes?
Look, the gallows, 50 cubits high, which Haman made for Mordecai, is standing at the house of Haman.
Hang him on it.
No! 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 Please not me! No!
I have given you the house of Haman, and they have hanged Haman on the gallows, because he tried to lay his hand on the Jews.
If it please the king, and if he thinks it is right, let there be a decree that reverses the orders of Haman. For how can I endure to see my people and my family slaughtered and destroyed?
Send a message to the Jews in the king's name, telling them whatever you want. And seal it with the king's signet ring.
We will write a decree giving the Jews in every city authority to unite to defend their lives.
And Jews in every province and city will be filled with joy and gladness.
Joy, you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm definitely ready.
Looks like your girls' leadership club meeting is starting, Joy. Good luck.
I don't need luck, Chris. God is always with me to help me stand up for what's right.
Joy, we've been waiting for you. Are you ready to make your recommendation?
Yes. I recommend Bonnie Scott.
What?
Bonnie is smart and kind and funny and would make a great member of our club.
Well, we can vote on it, but I think it's a bad choice, Joy. All those in favor of bringing the new girl in the wheelchair into the club, raise your hand. I guess you're right, Joy.
Kids, God gives us the courage to do the right thing. Just like we saw in the video, Joy got the courage to speak up for what is right.
God is always with me to help me stand up for what's right.
Are you ready to make your recommendation?
Yes. I recommend Bonnie Scott.
What?
Bonnie is smart and kind and funny and would make a great member of our club.
We also learned about Esther, who was an ordinary girl but chosen to be a queen. Why? So that when the time came, she could stand up for her people and protect her people from Haman's wicked plan.
We have been sold, my people and I, to be destroyed, to be killed, and to be annihilated. Had we been sold as male and female slaves, I would have held my tongue. Although the enemy could never compensate for the king's loss.
Who is he? And where is he who would dare presume in his heart to do such a thing?
That adversary and enemy is this wicked Haman.
You!
Where do you think Queen Esther got her courage from? Her courage came from God. She got the courage to go and speak to the king about saving her people. Kids, you know, in any situation, when it's right, God will give us the courage to speak up to do the right thing. So always remember to speak up and do the right thing with God's courage and help. Our Bible study today is from Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10. It says, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." Our Bible verse teaches us that God is always with us and we should never fear because God will give us the courage to do the right thing. Kids, let us pray today that we will have the courage to do the right thing. Let's pray. Jesus, I thank you for giving this wonderful life to us. And Jesus, just like you gave Queen Esther the courage, I pray that you would also give us the courage to always do the right thing. Whenever things seem tough, when there is a tough situation in front of us, we would always choose the right thing because we know our strength and courage comes from you. In your name I pray, Amen. Our super verse for today is from 1 Corinthians 16:13. It says, "Be on your guard, stand firm in faith, be courageous, be strong." Let's say that verse again. Be on your guard, stand firm in your faith, be courageous, be strong. Even our super verse for today tells us to be courageous and be strong because God is always by your side. Kids, in today's video we saw King Xerxes had a scepter which he used to communicate with people. So today, let's make a scepter. Here's what you're going to need. 2 golden colored sheets, scissors, pencil, marker and glue. This craft is very easy to make. I have taken 2 white sheets here. You can use golden sheet or you can color it golden, it's up to you. On one sheet with a pencil, I made an oval shape and a crown shape. And now I will cut it out like this. You can take the scissors and cut these shapes out. So here I have a crown and an oval. Now we will take the other sheet and we are going to roll it and make it like a stick. You take a pencil or a pen and you can keep it over here and start rolling the sheet. Just like this, you keep rolling it. And now you can take out the pencil. Now we'll apply the glue over here and stick it well. And now this is done. I have written a verse here, Psalm 27:1. The Lord is the strength of my life, whom shall I be afraid? Now we are going to stick these two together just like that. And here is our scepter that's ready. Such an easy craft, right? I hope you guys made the craft. Make sure you send us a picture of your craft on our Facebook page
or send us an email. You can also upload your craft on Instagram and tag us.
Kids, in today's video we saw that Queen Esther was filled with courage to go face the king. In the same way, God gives you and I the courage to face and do the right thing.
What Haman has done is wrong. I must talk to the king, though it is against the law. I will go in to see the king. If the king holds out his golden scepter to me, I live. If not, I die. Either way, I have done what is right. If I must die, I must die.
Kids, I hope you remember the task that was given to you last week. The task was to think about a few ways in which we can obey God in our daily life. And this week, your task is very simple. You take the scepter that you have made and put it next to you as a reminder that God is always going to give you the courage to do the right thing. Next week, we are going to learn to speak the truth no matter what.
What kind of person did you go into the desert to see? In the scriptures, God says about him, I am sending my messenger ahead of you to get things ready for you. I tell you that no one ever born on this earth is greater than John the Baptizer. Yet even the least person in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he is.
I'll see you guys again next Sunday at 3:30 p.m. right here. Until next time, bye.